Hey everyone, super excited to share something I've been working on for a few months now. It's called Sequential. It's a project management tool that combines a new approach to modeling work with the latest language models from OpenAI to give you a really powerful tool for planning, managing, and then successfully delivering your projects. It's very much a work in progress, but I thought I'd share a quick demo today to give you an idea of some of the features it has so far. So I'm here on the home page. I'm just going to log in, and the way it's structured is probably going to be very intuitive and familiar, hopefully. Work is organized into projects and actions, and all of your work is intelligently managed and scheduled based on the way that you've defined your project. But I wanted to share what I think is the coolest feature so far, which is the intelligent project manager. So often when you're planning or about to start work on a project, trying to figure out what your project structure is going to look like can be one of the hardest steps. And I thought, why not get ChatGPT to do it? So that's exactly what we do with the AI Project Manager. So to give you a concrete example, imagine I am a freelance web developer and I've been commissioned to build a website for a restaurant in my neighborhood. I know how to build websites, but I've never really worked on this kind of project before. I've never perhaps worked as a freelancer before. I don't really know what the usual way of structuring these kind of projects is, or the key outcomes, key actions. All I know is I've got some dates that perhaps I agreed with the owner of the restaurant, and maybe a rough idea of a plan that I also agreed with him. So that's all we need for Sequential. Let's call the project Restaurant Website. And I'll say, I am a freelance web developer. I've been commissioned to build a website for a new restaurant. I haven't done this kind of work before, but I know that I need to make the website look good, and also it needs to have an online ordering system. So that's all we got for the project description. Say I'm running the show, and we can put in a deadline and click create. And what Sequential is going to do now is take that description and try and come up with a reasonable plan of action, a sequence of actions that I can complete to achieve that project. And it's also going to design the project in such a way that takes into account any dependencies between those actions. And you'll see that's exactly where we've landed here. So we're looking at the project canvas now. You can see Sequential's come up with a suggested project structure for building the restaurant website. As I said, it's sequenced everything into a series of actions. You can see, for example, it's suggested we start by doing some research, some design work, then some front-end development, back-end development as well at the same time. You can see it's sort of parallelized those two work streams. And then doing some testing and a big launch as well. I don't know too much about building websites for restaurants, but to me that seems like a pretty reasonable starting point, and certainly one that I can play around with as a plan and iterate on. So as I think I said, this page here is called the Project Canvas. There's a whole lot of other cool features that are available in this project page here that will help me manage and successfully complete this project. So for example, you can identify the critical path in the project. And you can also quickly generate a summary report that describes the current outlook of the project, any blockers, and estimated completion time. That one can be really good for sharing with stakeholders. So there's lots of other features as well, but I'll save those for perhaps another day and another demo. For the moment, I'd really love you guys to have a go, and most importantly, share any feedback that you have. If there's anything that doesn't make sense, or if there's any ideas for features that you have, please do let me know, because I might just be able to build them. So I'll leave it there for today. Thanks very much for listening in, and hopefully I'll have some more cool features and demos to share with you in the future.